Hi, and happy St. Paddy's Day coming up, and was just thinking what would be fun for St. Paddy's Day, where most of us are still kind of in a colder climate up here, anything north like Kansas and north. So good hearty stew. So I went online and I was shopping around looking for a very simple Irish chicken dumpling stew. You'll see I have chopped up fresh carrots, potatoes quartered, onions quartered, chopped celery. I've got a couple cups of frozen peas here, 4 chicken breasts. In my seasoning kit here I have salt, poultry seasoning, and pepper. I'm going to use 3 cups of water, 2 cans of a cream of chicken soup, whatever your favorite brand is fine. It's going to take you a couple hours to do this, but you can do lots of things in between. Fun thing to do is if you wanted to color your biscuits with a little bit of green food coloring and drop them in, you could have green dumplings. There's all sorts of things you can do to make St. Paddy's Day just a little bit fun for the family. So I'm going to put in my seasonings right into my water, get all those lumps out. Okay. So in this, we're going to cook down for about 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to put my onions and my celery in first. Leave the starchy vegetables for a little bit later. So I've got that. I'm going to take my 4 chicken breasts, dump them in whole. They're going to cook down, and then when I'm ready to put my carrots and my potatoes in, I'm actually going to take chicken breasts out and either shred them or dice them, whatever works for you. That, simple enough, is the base to our stew. Okay, making the biscuits. You can buy pre-made biscuit mix, like a baking mix. Bisquick's out there, there's several. I didn't have any on hand, so I just quickly made my own biscuit mix. So it's as simple as putting together a couple cups of flour, your baking powder, some salt, and some shortening. You cut your shortening in. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 3 cups of water to or 3 cups of milk to this. Now, after your main base has simmered about an hour to around an hour, and you got all of your meats cooked down, and you've now shredded it or cubed it, anything along those lines. Now you're going to put all your starchy vegetables in here. Now those are going to cook about another 30 minutes. If you find that you don't have enough broth to really cover all your starchy vegetables, it's actually pretty simple. Just add a bit more water in there. Or if you have some chicken broth you already have opened, you're welcome to do that too. Your peas will be the last thing. They go in about 5 minutes before you decide to serve, along with your biscuits being the last thing, your dumplings. So we're just going to you just add your milk as you go, and just mix it in there. So as you see, we're now kind of at biscuit readiness. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're just about 5 minutes out from our timing on our starchy vegetables. It smells so good. I got my chicken. This is just a meal all into itself. So now it's time to add our frozen peas. Now that our peas have simmered, and this just depends on how many dumplings you put in here. You can save back some of your dumpling mix. So if there's only 2 or 3 or 4 of you eating and you don't think you're going to be able to finish off this pot, your best bet is to save some of the dumplings, because dumplings don't sit real well overnight. So best way to do it, use your handy dandy scoop. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take those dumplings and drop them right in there. So you're going to cover those, let those simmer. for about anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on the heat of your consistency and how well cooked you like your dumplings. We'll take off the lid at about the 8 mark minute, give it a good stir, let it simmer just a bit longer, and then Bob's your uncle, you're ready to eat. Now we're at that 10-minute mark. And you'll see you got all your vegetables, chicken, meat, everything to make your kids grow healthy and strong. And then you put those dumplings right on top of their plate. If you wanted at this point in time, put a little bit of grated cheese on. Nothing, you know, everybody loves a little cheese. But that's great for the kids. And then make sure you have some sort of green dessert, green jello, green cake, whatever works. Thanks for visiting. Well, that's it for today, but remember, always give your family 2 options. Take it or leave it.